my god. It's just unbelievable. Wow. Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be going back into the universe of Elden Ring and Elden Ring's music, and the music of Shadow of the Erdtree, which is the DLC, of which I assume, of course, you know. So today we're going to be going into the song called BAYLE the Dread. So this is, I haven't heard this before, so this is going to be a complete blind reaction. So what we'll do is we'll probably react to probably about a minute or so of it, and then we will stop, we'll talk about that, and we'll go back over it, and then we'll carry on. But before we do that, please do like the video if you like sort of all this stuff on the channel, and subscribe as well if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot. Only about 5% of the people who watch these videos are subscribed, so I'd really appreciate it if you could trust me to subscribe. It really does help the channel grow, and yeah, it means a lot. But anyway, so let's move on from that, and let's get into now the initial reaction of BAYLE the Dread from Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh! Oh, yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. Oh, we got to stop there. I'm sorry. Oh, it's been a minute. Okay. We've really just been quite flung into that, you know. Some of the other songs that we've listened to have kind of slowly built into the song, but this is kind of thrown us straight into the deep end. It's quite interesting that the tracks for this soundtrack have quite often been in 3/4. Which is a time signature. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Where the vast majority of Western music is in 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in terms of the beats, right, in the bar. So this is 3/4, and that's kind of what you have with a waltz. It's kind of, you know, it gives it that kind of sort of like bounciness, more liveliness, I suppose. And you absolutely get that in here, that kind of real kind of movement and flourishing of the music. Let's go over that last minute. Let's go from down. So I mean, as I say, straight in, like just some cymbals, and then bang with the horns right in our faces, huge thick brass sound. And the way that kind of layers on top of each other is so menacing. It's like evil is like a super villain at the very like pinnacle of their plan. You know, it's that kind of level of like just domination in that sense. And that beautiful little flare on the violin there, really, really nice. Gives it real kind of movement. But then this, and just, yeah, again, that low rumbling sound, but you have the keeping the pace and the rhythm with the strings, which allows again the horns and stuff to kind of come in and really deliver that kind of low droning sort of like depth and growling and roaring almost. It kind of what it sounds like. then it gets layered with the violins. That's amazing as well, that where all the instruments kind of lined up to get that duh, 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 which we'll go back and listen to. That was nice. That real accent on that as well, it really kind of sticks out, and I like that there's those rests in between as well. The duh, duh, duh. There's nothing to fill those gaps in at all. It really kind of, you know, it really stamps that there. It really stamps in there. This is beautiful, man. Oh. I've said it on many videos on this channel. I love the cello. It's just it's that instrument that kind of gives that real unique sound that I don't think any other instrument can really bring, of that low, droning, very kind of dramatic, but also very kind of uncomfortable sort of sound to it. It's really good for this sort of cinematic game soundtrack kind of music. It really adds so much depth in the tone. Just that sorrowfulness. Right, let's go. Ooh. Okay, a bit of a switch up. Huh? Oh my life. We're gonna have to stop there. I'm so sorry, but we'll get carried away otherwise. So let's go back and go over that minute. That switch up is very interesting. It almost sounds like I haven't played this yet, and that is certainly on the agenda. I'm busy with other games, but we'll definitely get to doing this. But I feel like that's like a phase 1 into a phase 2 sort of situation with the music switch. But let's get into listening to that again. Again, I mean, like this at this point in time, the song just has everything in terms to be like that full-blooded cinematic score with the thuds, with the percussion, the high strings really sitting on the top, playing that very fast, very staccato kind of playing, very ba 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 ba, with the horns kind of swelling underneath. It's got that huge sound to it, that real epic scale. And then we go into this. And that's that kind of held off with just a couple of dueling sort of strings there, kind of again with a very soulful tone that kind of just fades out a little bit. It's very interesting. It really gives it that kind of like real ancient sort of sound to it. There we go. And then that, yeah, I just want to speak about that fade in there as well. That's kind of volume knob in. It was really nice. It's just like that kind of waking up or kind of reawakening into the scene or something. It was really cool. And then this. It's unbelievable. Now we've got the choir in there as well. This really gives it that sort of ancient sort of sound as well. And it adds a totally kind of... It adds a bit of a different dynamic, because I feel like up to this point now, it's kind of felt like the sound has been coming from underneath, with the low groaning sounds, but the low rumbling sounds of the horns and the cellos. But now we're getting these high strings, and we get this high kind of choir vocal. It feels like it's coming down from the heavens now. It's very, very cool. Think about this now. We've got this descending horns, and now this kind of all over the place kind of strings as well. This violin is kind of just doubling in. It's now kind of feels like we're kind of losing control a little bit. We're losing our footing a little bit. It's yeah, we've lost control. Oh my god! It's just unbelievable. Wow! That's the... Oh. I mean, what can you say to that? Like that flail in, that absolute hammer blow, taking us into that massive crescendo, and again, the depth and the layers they've put into to just give you that sound that delivers that much power and force is unbelievable. All of these tracks so far have been just unbelievable. Let's go back over that part. Okay. So we can kind of hear the sense of urgency increasing. The tone is getting higher. We can feel the pace starting to pick up a little bit, and it's really starting to build that tension, which, as we know, pays off. It's like there's so much going on now, and you can tell it's building to a moment. Which is about to come any second now. And I'm not gonna. I'll go back a little bit so we can enjoy that moment again. But like, I really like this kind of little bit of air in between before the crescendo hits in, and we get that kind of little bit of fluttering and a little bit of drums and a little bit of the strings as well. Just that little bit of kind of scurrying around and scuttling around just before it really kicks off. That's beautiful tone as well. Just try and listen to everything that's in that. Like there's again horns, again string, violins, cellos, just the vocals again with the percussion on top of that. There's just absolutely everything to deliver this absolute biblical sound. now it kind of goes down in tone a little bit, and it kind of gives it, and again, that sort of introspective sorrowfulness in it, which I think represents a lot of these characters in this game. I mean, what I've said this before in other videos as well, but in terms of, because I assume these themes are all for bosses that you fight, in terms of themes that are supposed to represent gods, essentially, there's nothing better than this that I've ever heard personally before. If there's anything that kind of matches up to this, please put it in the comments below and I'll check it out. But this is, yeah, it's unbelievable. And again, this dueling strings is what we had in the middle with the transition as well, which is quite interesting. So that's a clear choice that these instruments here do represent BAYLE Dread for some reason. That's very, very cool though. Yes, this is once again absolutely phenomenal and just a genius addition to this wonderful, wonderful score of music. And wow, what can I say? But wow, let me know what you thought of BAYLE Dread in the comment section below. Let me know what else you want to hear from Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree soundtrack in the comment section below. Any suggestions for anything else from any other soundtracks, also put those in the comments below as well. But as I said before, please do like the video if you enjoy it. It really helps me out, and subscribe as well, because that also helps me out a lot. As I said, not a lot of people are that watch these, so I'd really appreciate it because it helps build the channel up, which would be amazing if we could do that. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.